Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The 11 governors of the opposition People's Democratic Party has finally filed their application at the Supreme Court, challenging the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State and suspending the duly elected governor of that state, Simi Fubara, and his deputy, Ngozi Odu, and the State House of Assembly. That is what the Supreme Court has filed on Tuesday this week. Previously there were reports, and that's on the 8th of April. They file it now. For about 2 weeks now, there were reports that the PDP governors are challenging the removal of Simi Fubara, Governor Simi Fubara, and the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State. But it was on Tuesday, April 8th, that it now formally filed it, according to sources that spoke to Punch newspaper from the Supreme Court, that they have now formally filed the application to challenge that illegality, that act that many have described as an aberration in a democratic nation and in any democracy. So it is interesting that the fireworks are going to start very soon. I hope that the Supreme Court will expedite action to it, the same way they have been carrying out other kind of serious matters like this. Give it accelerated hearing, because 6 months suspension of democracy in Rivers State is unacceptable. It's uncalled for. It's an aberration in a democracy. 6 months, the people of Rivers State elected people to govern over them, to pretend over them, and now they are being governed from Abuja, because it was Abuja that sent the sole administrator to be in charge of Rivers State. So the Supreme Court should take it as a serious responsibility and understand that democracy, it has risk. Democracy is a risk, because what we are facing now in Nigeria, we are on the verge of fascism. Fascism is what we are now. We are heading to. Fascism is where we are headed. If Tinubu is not controlled and put in his place on the issue of democracy, that he has no powers to suspend the elected governor, State House of Assembly, and the deputy governor, then it means what you are going to see is open fascism. Already Buba Galadima, you should know him. He was one of the founding members of the All Progressive Congress. He is a chieftain of the New Nigeria People's Party. He is already accusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of plotting to declare state of emergency in Kano State. So these things need to be nipped in the bud. So it is important that the PDP governors, they have taken it to the Supreme Court. Because if you allow Rivers to stand the way it is, with even plots of extending it on the card as being alleged by some of the people in the Rivers State, things will get worse. Things will get worse. You see open fascism. Chibika Mechi the other day talk about the fact that governors are now being threatened that if you don't play ball, and support Tinubu in 2027, that state of emergency will be declared in your state and you'll be removed. So there is a weaponization of state of emergency going on. So the Supreme Court has to save and rescue democracy. Which now brings to question, do we trust the Supreme Court to be able to save democracy? Can this Supreme Court rule against the interests of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and put the interests of Nigeria bigger than the interests of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Minister Yeso Wike? Can they be able to rise above that? Can they be able to do it? That is the question that is begging and should be begging for answer from the Nigerian people and from the same Supreme Court. Do I have confidence that the PDP governors will get justice? That this aberration, the removal of democratic structures, the appointment of a sole administrator, which is alien to the Constitution, that these things that is happening, that the Supreme Court can rise to the occasion and call a spade a spade. I don't know. I don't know. Because it is the Supreme Court of Nigeria, that is where a governor who came forth, emerged a governor, somebody who came forth in an election from nowhere, became the governor of a state. The duly elected governor was sacked by the Supreme Court. That absurdity angered not only Nigerians, but even the Americans, that the justices who delivered that judgment was barred from coming to America for a program. Because America cannot stand that kind of rascality. It is in this same Supreme Court that is where a senator who contested for presidential ticket of his party went back after he failed to get the ticket of the presidential ticket, went back and was given the senatorial ticket and became a senatorial candidate in violation of the Electoral Act. And the Supreme Court says, okay, that person is now a principal officer in the National Assembly. The other one was a sitting Senate president at the time, Ahmad Lawal. He was a sitting Senate president. He contested for presidential ticket of APC. And when he lost, magically, he emerged a senatorial candidate. Even Rochas Okorocha at the valedictory session of that 9th Senate was asking Ahmad Lawal in amazement. He said, which magic did you perform? All of us, we contested for president together. We contested for APC presidential ticket together. And we lost, only for us to find out that you are now a candidate, senatorial candidate. How did you do it? You need to teach us how you do these things. You know, Rochas Okorocha confronted him at the Senate valedictory session. The other one was Akpabio. He is now the Senate president. So when you have a judiciary that can deliver this kind of judgment, what do you want me to say? Am I going to trust that the PDP will get justice, that Fubara will get justice at the Nigerian Supreme Court? I can only say that let them know that the world is watching them. Those of them that presided over somebody in Imo State, presided over Imo State election, where those of them who came forth and now emerged governor. Those of them, and they suffered humiliation by not being given visa by United States, should be able to know that they have to be, the world will hold them accountable for what they do. So they should think about the consequences of not following the law, the consequences of pandering to politicians, pandering to the presidency in the eyes of the international community, and do the right thing. But if they flow with the presidential tide, and they follow the president and say, what Tinubu did was fantastic. In fact, he should even impose more state of emergencies anywhere he like. If that's what they want to do, history will record it for them. So my own is that the important thing is that the PDP has taken the matter to the Supreme Court. Let the Supreme Court do the right thing, or let them embarrass themselves by not doing the right thing. That's my take. I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.